Father J, the MC. Hello, Father J. I have to contact with WhatsApp.
Hi, Father. Hi, everyone.
Father J, your voice.
Hey, everyone.
Hey, how are you? So the MC, the young people are ready?
Yes.
Okay, shall they start now? We have
ready?
only 2 minutes left. We have only 2 minutes left, huh?
We're just a little finalizing.
Okay, so take your time, don't worry. But now I just try to double check with Tetum language. Sister, I think they are all out. They are not with us anymore. Okay, we have here in the Zoom also Father John Gam Seng from Myanmar. He's not a translator. He just joined us. Thank you also for joining us, Father John Gam Seng. Maybe in the future, we may also have Myanmar, the language of Myanmar here in our program. So that could be great. But this time, we can witness also one of the sharing of the young people about hope from Myanmar. Then hopefully she will be with us also in the round table. Okay. Again, Father Jolino Vieira. Okay. Kindly test your channel, please. Can you speak something so that I make sure that the channel is working well? Father, can you speak something? Father Jolino, you hear me? I see you. I don't know whether you see us, but we don't hear you. Okay, now I think I hear something. Okay, it's from you because I'm in the channel of Portuguese, means teto. I think they have problem with the connection with microphone. Okay, now Father J, how are you the other side? Are you ready? Father J?
Brother, now we're ready.
You are ready. Okay. Now the channel of the languages, the translators, please open your microphone if you forget to open. But I have only a problem right now with Portuguese. But we try to our roots because of Father Jolino went out of the Zoom, so you have to activate again his channel in the translation channel. Try to do it now so that maybe in 30 seconds you can start.
What is the name, brother?
Okay, I think he's out now. I don't see his name anymore. But anyway, during the program, when he enters, so I will text you in the WhatsApp. So be careful and be ready in the WhatsApp. I will communicate with you WhatsApp. Okay, Arut?
Yes, brother.
Okay, now we can start without Tetu. But when he enters, I will inform you. Okay. So Father Jay, we are ready.
Okay, brother.
Okay.
Okay, brother.
And Father John, you have to close your microphone because of now we'll be on air, so we need everyone should close your microphone, and we only allow the translators to open their microphones. Okay. Okay, Father J. Just our rules. Kindly make me the co-host so that I can turn off the microphone if someone forgot to turn off.
Mo di kang video bali. Video ni.
Okay, Father John, we hear you, Father John. Father John, we hear you now. But mute, I think. Okay. I am co-host now, I think, because I can mute him. Anyway, Father J, kindly, you can start now. We are ready. Okay.
Sawasdeeครับสเตอร์รัตนาได้ยินเสียงพ่อไหมครับ
ฮัลโหล
Father J.
อาจารย์บุญสมได้ยินเสียงพ่อไหมครับเขียนที่ชัดหรือคนใดคนหนึ่งในกลุ่มไทยแลนด์เนี่ยได้ยินเสียงพ่อไหม
ฮัลโหล
Father John, we hear you now. But now, but now the program will start in a very few seconds. So we ask you to stay muted. Okay. Yeah. Thank you. And later we can share after the program. Father J. Hey.
Hey, brother.
Hey,
Can you hear me,
hey.
brother?
I hear you. Where are you?
Wait, brother. We're fixing
You're
something.
EAO because of this.
Under Father J, brother now.
You Father J. Let's see that where you. Are you ready there? The other side. We are ready. All the translators. Okay. So if you're ready, you can start now. Okay. Go ahead. Go ahead.
ริเก็บเยาวชนอย่างลึกในความหวังนี่คือคำขวัญประจำปี 2525 อีก1 นาทีเราก็จะเริ่มการฉายโปรแกรมต่างๆแม่ข่ายก็มาจากฟิลิปปินส์โดยได้รับความช่วยเหลือจากญี่ปุ่นและเกาหลีเตรียมตัวนะครับก็อีก30 วินาทีก็จะเริ่ม4 3 2 1 0
Hey! Viva Don Bosco!
Dear
Viva
family,
Don Bosco.
welcome to day 1 of the
5th East Asia Oceania
ยินดีต้อนรับต่อ
Spirituality Days
with a strength for
ชีวิตจิตเซเซียนประจำปี ครั้งที่
Magandang gabi po. Sawadee ka.
5 คำขวัญก็คือจาริกกับเยาวชนอย่างลึกในความหวัง
I'm Hannah.
Konnichiwa, Xin Chao. I am Idris, and we are the young people from the vocations team of the
ก็
Philippine
แนะ
North
นำตัวเอง
Province.
ชื่อต่างๆของพวกเขา
From Bangkok.
บรรดาเยาวชนที่เป็นส่วนหนึ่งของ
Tonight is
การถ่ายทอดในครั้งนี้
as we once again
บรรดาเยาวชนที่อยู่ในหมู่คณะเซเซียนที่กันหลวง
blessing of God and for this
ดี
man.
ใจที่ได้มีส่วนร่วมในพระพรของพระเจ้า
I am very excited to be inspired by the life
ตื่นเต้น
experiences of our dear members of the Salesian family.
ที่ได้รับที่จะรับฟังการแบ่งปันต่างๆนะฮะโดยเฉพาะประสบการณ์ชีวิตของแต่ละคนที่มาแบ่งปัน
So can we please hear you shout,
Hey, hey, hey!
or
Hey,
just
hey,
simply
hey.
type in the chat box or the comment section.
ก็สามาร
Now
ถลงไปในแชทบ็อกซ์ได้
and recognize the members in the East Asia and Oceania.
ตอนนี้
Starting
ได้ยินไหม
off
ครับ
with,
จันบุญสม
the province of Australia, composed of Australia, Fiji, New Zealand, and Samoa. Hey, hey, hey!
The province of China, with China, Hong Kong, Macau, and Taiwan.
Hey, hey, hey! And of course, we shall also welcome the province of the Philippines North, which composed of Philippines and Malaysia. Hey, hey, hey!
From the province of the Philippines South, the Philippines, and the Pakistan.
Hey, hey, hey!
The province of Japan.
Hey, hey, hey! Vice province of Indonesia.
Province of South Korea, Mongolia.
Hey, hey, hey!
Vice province Myanmar.
Hey, hey, hey! Vice province of Papua New Guinea, Solomon Islands. Hey, hey, hey!
Province of Thailand, composing Thailand,
Hey, hey, hey!
Vice province of East Timor.
Hey,
Hey,
hey, hey!
hey!
And lastly, we welcome the province of Vietnam. Hey, hey, hey!
Yes, thank you for that energy, everyone. But before we move forward to today's activities,
เมื่อ
why
กี้
not
นี้
give
ก็
our
กำลังไล่
about the
ผู้มาร่วมงาน
perfect timing.
ชีวิตกิจเซเซียนเซเซียนครอบครัวเซเซียนประจำปี 2525 ครั้งที่ 5 นะครับใน EAO ภาค EAO ของเรา
Hannah and Nell, that the Salesian Family Spirituality Days was a tradition that
ทราบ
started
ไหม
in
ว่า
1970 in
ชีวิต
Rome.
จิตเซเซียนครอบครัวเซเซียนนี่
It is being
การ
held
ประชุมต่างๆเนี่ยเริ่มต้นตั้งแต่ 1973 ที่กรุงโรม โดยที่เจ้าอัครธิการวิคโนเป็นผู้ที่ริเริ่ม และก็ได้มีการเปลี่ยนแปลง
we are doing it
นะ
through
ตลอดมา
streaming
แรกๆทีเดียวก็ส่วนใหญ่คนที่มาร่วมก็คือ
7
สมาชิกเซเซียน แต่ตั้งแต่สมัย
present provinces
อัครธิการ
in here
ชาเวส
live stream.
ก็ได้มีการเปลี่ยนแปลงโครงสร้างของ
The Salesian
การประชุมชีวิตจิตครอบครัวเซเซียน
group of Salesian family present in the
โดย
20
ที่มี
of the EAO region.
ครอบครัวเซเซียน
Family
นะ
just
สมาชิกครอบครัวเซเซียนมากมายมาร่วมนะและโดยเฉพาะอย่างยิ่งในช่วงโควิดนี้ ก็ได้มีการร่วมสมาชิกทั้งเป็นพันๆหลายพันทีเดียวนะเพิ่มขึ้น 20 เท่าจากเดิมที่มีเป็น100 เท่านั้นที่มาร่วมการประชุมที่อิตาลี ก็เนื่องจากว่ามีการใช้เทคโนโลยีในการแบ่งปันอะไรต่างๆ อย่างที่เรากำลังทำณขณะนี้นะ
So let's watch this.
ต่อไปนี้เป็นการพรีเซนต์ของบรรดาเยาวชนในอินโดนีเซียเป็นการแสดงต้อนรับตามวัฒนธรรมของชาวอินโดนีเซียเป็นการรำเป็นการเต้นรำตามธรรมเนียมประเพณีจากเกาะยาวาทำให้เราเห็นวัฒนธรรมที่งดงามและมั่งคั่งของประเทศนั้นเชิญพี่น้องชมการแสดงของบรรดานักเรียนซึ่งเป็นเด็กประจำแล้วก็เป็นนักเรียนระดับมัธยมศึกษาจะอยู่ไม่มีเสียงไม่รู้ว่าเสียงมาจากไหนหรือว่าไปเที่ยวไหนก็ไม่รู้ไม่แน่ใจว่าได้ยินเสียงจากการแสดงนี้ไหม ขึ้นไหมครับซิสเตอร์รัตนาพอกำลังพูดอยู่ซิสเตอร์ได้ยินเสียงพอดังขึ้นไหมครับแสดงในครั้งนี้เป็นนักเรียนประจำของสถาบันของเราที่อินโดนีเซียนะครับแล้วก็แสดงการเต้นรำตามวัฒนธรรมของหมู่เกาะจาวาโอ้โหเป็นการแสดงที่งดงามมากๆยิ่งใหญ่และเราต้องขอบคุณบรรดานักเรียนจากอินโดนีเซียที่ได้นำ
Officially start. Let us first
Welcome
remember to honor
dance-nya.
and glorify our Heavenly Father for
Nah,
blessing us with
pertama-tama,
today's
marilah kita mohon
Our opening prayer has been prepared by Dominic from Fiji, province
ต่อ
of
ไปนี้เป็น
Australia.
การภาวนาเปิดการชุมนุมของเราในค่ำวันนี้จากฟิจิออสเตรเลีย
dalam nama Bapa dan Putra dan Roh Kudus. Amin.
ในชื่อพระนามพระบิดาและพระเจ้า
We begin this day with the sign of hope, a virtue that sustains us on the path we are experiencing as the Salesian family.
Speranza la lesanima.
In this
Ita haru lorong
time
idane,
of Jubilee,
osnya la speranza nian.
called by Pope
Virtudi
Francis,
dane, nebe
we
sustenta
are
ita ia dala
invited
nebe,
to
ita experimenta
renew
rarau,
our creative
nular familia
fidelity
salesiana.
to Christ.
Ia tempo
We
jubileu idane,
are
nebe mo
always
Papa Francisco bolu ita,
under the gaze of God.
เชิญชวนทุกคน
idine
ให้
federale,
ซื่อสัตย์ต่อพระคริสตเจ้า
ia certeza
The
kata,
โดยที่มั่นใจว่าเราอยู่ภายใต้พระพักของพระองค์ผู้ทรงรักเรา
As Don Bosco reminds us, hope
ตามที่ของพระบอสโกเตือนเราความหวังนั้นได้รับการเลี้ยงด้วยความเชื่อและความรักผลักดันเราให้เป็นเครื่องหมายของความรักของพระเจ้าที่ชัดเจนต่อหน้าบรรดาเยาวชนโดยเฉพาะคนยากจน
pohonui ma ita,
open
Francis
ความ
Habib,
เป็นหนึ่งเดียวกัน
caridade,
ให้เราเปิดจิตใจของเราสู่การภาวนา
creta sira,
และหวังอย่างยิ่งว่าการภาวนานี้จะเปลี่ยนแปลงเรา
liu pasira nebe kia klim, no mese klim. Ia comunião fraterna, mai te loki tini fuan la oração no Cristo de esperança no corpo.
ก็กำลังลุกร้อนอยู่ในชีวิตก็ให้เสียงร้องของข้าพเจ้าขึ้นไปอย่างพระองค์ผู้ที่เป็นโบกเกิดเกิดชีวิตที่ไม่มีวันสิ้นสุดลูกวางใจในพระองค์ทุกชาติทุกภาษาทุกกลุ่มชนพบเห็นแสงสว่างภายในพระวาจาของพระองค์ลูกหลานของพระองค์ที่กระจัดกระจายไปได้พบบ้านในพระบุตรของพระองค์ในพระบุตรสุดที่รักของพระองค์เป็นดังแสงเป็นดังเปลวไฟแห่งความหวังที่กำลังลุกร้อนอยู่คอยเสียงร้องของข้าพเจ้าขึ้นไปยังพระองค์บอกเกิดแห่งชีวิตที่ไม่มีวันสิ้นสุดเป็นเส้นทางชีวิตที่ลูกไว้วางใจ
Hail Mary, full of grace, the Lord is with you. Blessed are you
วัน
among
ธามา
women.
รีเพียงด้วยปานสถานพระเจ้าสถิตกับท่านผู้ได้รับพระพรของสตรีใดๆและพระเยซูรถของท่านสมบูรณ์นักหนาวันธามาสันตามารีเพียงด้วย
Saint John Bosco
บัดนี้เรามาจะตายอาเมนข้าแต่พระคุณยามโบสโก
and of the
ช่วยวิงวอนเถิดเดชะพระนามพระบิดาและพระบุตรและพระจิตอาเมน
Vinaka, thank you, Brother Dominic Nam, SDB,
ขอบคุณ
for leading us into
Brother Dominic
I think
ที่ได้
it's
นำ
time
กันส
for
วด
us
ภาวนาเปิด
now to catch a glimpse
การ
of
ประชุม
what
ของเรา
happened yesterday. Let us all watch
ต่อ
the
ไป
world
นี้ขอให้เรา
level
ได้
pictures of the first day of
ช
the
ม
Tradition Spirituality Days
สิ่งที่ได้เกิดขึ้น
Bangkok.
ในการประชุมชีวิตจิตเซเซียนประจำปี2525ที่วัลโดโกก็ให้เราชมภาพต่างๆการเคลื่อนไหวเหตุการณ์ที่เกิดขึ้นที่วัลโดโกในการเฉลิมฉลองชีวิตจิตครอบครัวเซเซียนเป็นวิดีโอคลิป
Buongiorno, un grande saluto a tutti
สวัสดีครับ
siete arrivati a
เป็นผู้
questa
เป็น
43esima edizione
จิต
delle
ติการครอบครัวเซ
giornate
เซียน
della famiglia salesiana.
ระดับคณะนะครับ
Siamo una famiglia in
นะ
cammino.
โดนปลายอ่ะ
Venire al questo anno giubilare dalla mano del motto della nostra estrena. Ancorati in Cristo, pellegrini con i giovani. Buon cammino.
เรากำลังเฉลิมฉลองตามขวัญของเราประจำปีจาริกกับเยาวชนหลังยังลึกในความหวัง นี่คือการลงทะเบียนในการชุมนุมซึ่งคาดว่าน่าจะมีมากกว่า350คนที่มาร่วมที่วัลโดโก
Salvo Di Maio è la terza volta che partecipo alle giornate di
ค
spiritualità
รั้ง
della
ที่
famiglia
3ที่ได้
salesiana.
มาร่วม
Ogni
ใน
volta
การ
si
ชุม
torna
นุม
sempre con grande
ชีวิตจิตครอบครัวเซ
entusiasmo
เซียน
perché uno cerca di portare a casa un po' il profumo di Don Bosco.
Per me è la terza volta che vengo. È
ก็ครั้งที่3เช่นเดียวกันที่ได้ไปร่วมการชุมนุมชีวิตจิตครอบครัวเซเซียนก็ทำให้ได้รับการฟื้นฟูชีวิตจิตด้วยพระพรของแม่พระองค์ปฐมสวัสดีครับผมพูดชัดมาก
Je suis très heureuse et très contente de participer aux journées de spiritualité de la famille salésienne à Turin. Je salue tout le monde et je vous aime bien comme
ทักทายทุกๆคน
caribou à tout le monde.
ดีใจที่อยู่ในครอบครัวพ่อบอสโก
Ici à la journée de spiritualité, nous saluons tous les jeunes du Congo. Merci.
จากคองโกนะครับขอบคุณมากจากสเปนบาร์เซโลนาสเปนนะครับก็เป็นครั้งแรกที่มาร่วมกันชุมนุมก็น่าจะเป็นประสบการณ์ที่ดี
Sono Lina dalla Siria.
Lina
Sono qui per vivere
จากซีเรีย
questi momenti
ดีใจที่เราเห็นด้วยตนเองการชุมนุมครั้งนี้ของครอบครัวเซเซียนกำลังนำกิจกรรมมีการจัดกิจกรรมนำการประชุมให้มีชีวิตชีวาสักหน่อยแล้วก็มีบรรดาเยาวชนบรรดาเด็กๆที่มาแสดงบนเวที
Siete nel nostro cuore, ma siete Bosco e ancor più nel cuore di Dio. Grazie, grazie, grazie a voi. Sono onorato di
เหล่านี้ก็คงได้มาร้องเพลงแล้วก็นำธงต่างๆนะฮะ
È per me un grande onore tornare a darvi il benvenuto qui a Valdocco nella casa di Don Bosco.
ยินดีต้อนรับมาสู่บ้านของพ่อบอสโกก็นั่นคือเหตุการณ์ที่เกิดขึ้นเมื่อวานนี้แล้วก็หลังจากนั้นก็อัครธิการหรือว่ารองอัครธิการก็มาต้อนรับทุกคนที่มาร่วมในนามของผู้ใหญ่
Volentieri faccio questa cosa perché questa idea splendida di Don Bosco, che è la strenna, è una cosa geniale, geniale. Vi porto i saluti di Angel Fernandez Artime. Guardiamo il video e poi ne parliamo un attimo.
എന്നാൽ ഈ പ്രതീക്ഷ എന്താണ്?
شهيد الأمل.
Pero ¿cuál es esta esperanza?
Dove trovo la forza?
What can I cling to?
كيف بدي أعمل؟ Come faccio ad andare avanti?
എനിക്ക് എങ്ങനെ മുന്നോട്ട് പോകാനാകും?
وين بدي لاقي
مش حواليا.
La speranza è vedere ciò che non c'è ancora.
Bisogna avere appunto l'umiltà di sapere accettare anche le sconfitte e ripartire con nuovo vigore.
Per me la speranza significa avere il senso.
È seguire il cammino, camminare, andare avanti.
É acreditar em Cristo, porque Cristo é a nossa esperança. Cristo verdadeiramente vive e Ele ressuscitou. Então essa é a alegria, esse é o nosso motivo de ter esperança. A vida em Cristo, a vida em Jesus.
Hope is Jesus and strength.
È la faccia di Dio Padre. È credere che Gesù può tutto.
Wow. I am speechless. How I wish we are all there right now. Actually, it also made me reminisce of right there in the Basilica 2 years ago when we attended the World Youth Day in Portugal. We had a side trip to Italy, and I had the privilege together with my friend Father Jay and Celine to visit the Basilica of Mary Help of Christians. So to see the young people gathered there, it makes me like want to go back sometime next year or the next EAO. What do you think?
Hopefully.
That we will all be there next time? Who knows? Let's manifest.
Manifesting next year.
Yeah, all right.
For the first day of the Salesian Family Spirituality Days. But first, before we produce,
yeah, let's have a shout out. Can we see like hey over the chat box? So okay, let's start. I think we need to greet some of our friends from the Philippines and other countries.
first, Adelita Quaresma, good evening and greetings from ASC MHC Mayapa from the Philippine North Province.
Yes, we also shout out 14. Hey, from Singapore. Woo!
From Leia Dasigan.
Oh,
Hey.
hey,
Hey, hey, hey.
hey, Leia.
From Maria Junifer, greetings from ADMA Philippines.
Philippines. From, wow, Mario do Rosario Costa, SDB. Viva Familia Salesiana from Timor-Leste. Woo! Wow, welcome.
From Amali Antuban, good evening to everyone. He was from the Bangalore province of India.
Wow, namaste. All right.
And now, to welcome us in today's event, let us listen to Father Joseph Wok, SDB, EAO Regional Counselor, and be inspired.
Dear Salesian Conference, members of the Salesian family, together with the General Councils and all the superiors, I would like to greet all of you on the Salesian Family Spiritual Days held in Vandoko in these days. From 2021 until this year, 2025, this is the 5th time the Salesian family sector is holding these spiritual days with 340 people who attend physically in and then transmitted by internet to thousands of us in all of the world, especially in East Asia, Oceania. Even though we could not be physically present together, yet based on my experiences as the regional visiting many provinces, communities, I could bear witness to all of you that our participation virtually online in this event has been fruitful for our love for and the Salesian family. In fact, meeting various groups of Salesian family, whether the members are working in schools, parishes, oratories, youth centers, orphanages, counseling centers, juvenile hall, or even the family, I could see our trainer have been used as a very effective tool for them to deepen Salesian spirituality, which is updated history. Let me summarize these past themes for us to appreciate the trainer. In 2021, the theme is Moved by Hope. My Rector Major, you remember during the context of the effect of the pandemic, all of us were severely moved by hope. Don't be disappointed. In 2022, the anniversary of the 400 years Francis de Sales, do all things through love, nothing through constraint. And 2023, as the yeast in today's human family, as the identity of Salesian members of a Salesian family, who are we? We are not omnipotent, but we are the small, but we are the yeast in the society to transform the whole human family. In 2024, last year, all of us studied the dream that makes you dream, that transforms worlds into lamps. And this year, together with the church for celebrating the Jubilee, and also during the context of the war in Europe, in Ukraine, and the war in Myanmar, our region, in the province of Myanmar. The theme is Anchored in Hope, Pilgrims with Young People. All these themes have been presented, studied in depth through conferences, retreats, reconciliation sessions, as they help us to deepen our spirituality, which is going along with the church, but also with our Salesian nuance, especially with our two pillars for spiritual life and missions: Jesus, the Good Shepherd, and the young. The spiritual life lived in a community of Sons of Don Bosco, dear conference, and members of the Salesian family. The world of today is really in need of people who Christian hope, which brings trust, self-confidence, self-esteem, and joy, as they know that they are immensely loved by God and sent by God to conduct a life on this earth with a specific mission in family, in schools, in parish, in workplaces, and in the society. Let us journey together in these days to assimilate the strength as much as we can and bring this fruit our service to the young. Thank you very much for your participation, and also thanks to the team of Salesian and Salesian family animators who make this event available for our online participation. God bless you all.
Thank you, Father Joseph, us how you are already witnessing the strena being applied from the different countries that you have visited. It was nice to see you again, as I actually had the privilege of meeting him and being able to talk to him personally last year during his visit in Cebu. So, hi, Father. Shout out to Father Joseph. I hope you're watching. We hope to see you again here in the Philippines soon. All right. Okay. Okay. Now to present this year's strena, we welcome Father Stefano Martolio, the Vicar of the Rector Major.
Dear confrere, dear member of Salesian family, dear friends of your region, my gratitude for this possibility to share with you this short message. This is blessed at prayer for you in this Christmas time and for New Year. At the same time, it's a possibility to share with you the introduction, only the introduction, the strena of the Rector Major, this year of the Vicar, is the is the original tradition in the name of Don Bosco. Strena is a gift. It's a gift to possibility and to capacity to year, because the new year is a blessed for me, for you, for all. And this year, I have, you have, all the world have two big events. One in the life of the church, the Jubilee. The second, in the Salesian family, the anniversary of the first missionaries group in South America. Two events in one energy. The energy is a hope, and God Jesus Christ is present in my life, in your life, in the life of the world. Merry Christmas. Happy New Year. My prayer for you and your prayer for the congregation and for the next general chapter in the
Ogni oração
February
bem, ogni oração da
2025.
congregação. Da
Ciao.
sucesso capítulo
Be strong. Let your heart be refreshed. Be strong. Hope in the Lord. Be strong. Let your heart be refreshed and hope in the Lord. Where there is noise here and now all around, that is where our hope must break through. But how? When we embark on a journey, what are we thinking? What are we hoping for? Let us open a door. Let us begin our journey.
Quando ci mettiamo in cammino,
When we say, we know that we will never be the same as when we left. Journeys change us, whatever they may be. 150 years ago, Don Bosco's first missionaries set out on a journey to Patagonia. Every 25 years, pilgrims from all over the world set out on a journey to experience the Jubilee.
per vivere il Giubileo. Quest'anno
This year, these two journeys meet, intertwine. They journey together. A providential coincidence. A nice little touch for our lives from God. So let us start walking. Yes, but to go where?
Vorrei essere diverso.
Different. I would like to be different. I have always wanted to be different. Yet I was never like that. I was always just the same as everyone else, just the same as those who did not want me to be different. Quite something else. And I would have wanted to be different when I trampled on George's dignity, because I don't know. I don't know why I did it. That's the worst thing. I would have liked to reach out, help, give him a hug, to wipe away that tear, to laugh and not mock, because that's being different. Okay, I'm going to the holy door. And then, Father said it's important, that I will feel different afterwards. Why? Different from what? Different from who? I mean, to smile for everyone. I have to have no worries because I have my whole life ahead of me. So what?
sentiamo spesso
We often hear the word hope. You are a young man with beautiful hopes. You have a life before you to hope for. Hope is the last to die. Indeed, one might say, so what? Which of those sentences could help me? Hope is not the belief that something will go well regardless. It is not something that removes our worries. It is the certainty that something has meaning beyond its outcome. To hope is to do something because it makes sense. It makes sense to try to change, for example. It makes sense to go on a journey to be happy, to be true to oneself.
Happy. When was the last day we were happy? Maybe at the wedding. Yeah, at the wedding. Everyone's always happy at their wedding.
بس كيف الواحد بيكون مبسوط؟
Happy like that. This is not the sound of happiness. This is the sound of anxiety. The anxiety of building a future, here. The anxiety of raising our children, here. The anxiety of living. And love is not enough when anxiety takes over.
إيه أنا بحبه أنا جوزته.
Yes, I love him. I married him because I love him. I married him because he makes me happy. But I am afraid. I am afraid of everything. You are anxious about losing the person you love.
Horn. There's no hope here.
Hope cannot be touched, cannot be seen. It is not about the senses. It lives deep within us and does not depend on the outside world and its ups and downs. It is easy to lose it in life's wanderings precisely because reality is sometimes very different as human beings. But reality, the present, is always the bearer of the future. It is only through this life that the promise God has made to us is fulfilled, eternal life. We continue to give it credence because hope is prophetic. It makes us believers. It goes beyond merely human horizons. And it is only in faith that we can focus on something new, seeing what is not yet there, the not yet.
Things never go well here. We are forced to go away. I do not want to go away. Would you like to leave your house? Would you like to leave your land, your mother, your father, your friends, the streets you have walked since you were a child? Yes? Would you like to do that? Well, maybe because you don't have to. Because I am sure that if someone told you that you could not live where you were born, you would be as desperate. This is not the future we hoped for. But what is this hope? Where will I find the strength? How can I go on? What can I cling to? If it is not what surrounds me, if it is not optimism, then what is it? Where can I grasp hold of this hope?
Does the future exist? I look at them and I hope it really does. How many things they could achieve and how many places. I wonder one of them would become a doctor, as I once wanted.
La speranza.
Hope is wagering on the future, investing our life in the future. Without hope, there is no change, no tomorrow, there is only a present made, at times, of gloomy pessimism. And yes, I know you, me, we have all experienced death, destruction, suffering, pain. That is why it is difficult to wager on the future. But hope does not only depend on the experiences around us. Let us remember what could be. And the one who acts always acts, for better or for worse, making mistakes and starting over.
I am a mother. I cannot afford to make mistakes. Yet, I was not born a mother. I was born a daughter, the 8th daughter, a daughter who made it. After me, 4 more. I've always asked myself, why me and not others? Who decides who lives and who does not? And then I became a mother. Who teaches you to be one? No one helps you. No one guides you. But I move forward and I keep walking with them and for them, so that tomorrow they may walk on their own, on the path they chose, for them and for their children.
Look, never cease hoping. Never cease looking for solutions. New directions, roads you do not know. And do not believe that you will not succeed, for it is hope that will give you strength. This is what a Christian does, and this is the meaning of the Christian's journey.
I sometimes wonder why I am a Christian, why I believe in God. What sense does that make to me?
Christians are happy and bear witness to this happiness, no matter what happens around them. That feeling inside them, and it is Christ. It is He who nourishes and builds daily life with us. Even when we get angry, when we feel tired, overwhelmed, when all seems lost. He gives us serenity no matter what. He animates the hope in our hearts. But beware. Hope does not mean deluding ourselves by aiming at unrealizable situations and ideals. The mere dreamer, an optimist who does everything with a positive attitude, refusing to see the negative aspects. As if the will to think positively were enough to be happy. If this were so, we would simply be creators of our own happiness. But no, happiness comes to us from the encounter with Christ, from being with Him. Faith is a personal encounter. That is why we are Christians.
എനിക്ക് എൻ്റെ മനസ്സ് സ്വിച്ച് ഓഫ് ചെയ്യാൻ കഴിയില്ല.
I cannot get it out of my mind. All I have in my head is the usual chain of movements. Always the same. A woe betide if you get the rhythm wrong. It is not even a routine. This is not the rhythm I wanted. This is not the routine I wanted to do. They could have been dance steps on a stage. They could have been stanzas to sing as a soloist. I dreamt of a life like that. A life as a musical. I dreamed of singing and dancing like I did as a child. Instead, I am out here in the cold for a bus at night with only the 5 movements in my head that I repeat every 20 seconds.
എല്ലാം ഉപേക്ഷിച്ച്
Will I ever have the courage to leave everything and follow my dreams?
Coraggio e speranza.
Courage and hope are companions on the journey. There is no hope without courage. Courage comes from having the same outlook as Christ, capable of seeing a solution even where the same toxic pattern is repeated again and hurts us inside, where a vicious circle cannot be broken, where a chain of social exploitation is not broken, where there seems to be no way out. Courage and hope, always moving ahead. Don Bosco would say, how Salesian this attitude is.
Se necesita poco para desanimarse.
It doesn't take much to get us down, and it is precisely in times of difficulty that a Salesian must accompany. 20 years ago, here amidst the smiles, I saw Don Bosco again. Among the shouts, I seemed to hear the young people at the first oratory. Among the mothers' caresses, I found Mama Margaret. I felt accepted, listened to, talked to. I tried to understand society, everyday life, the difficulties people faced. My first task was simply to be present, to be there, to be beside them, to share, to try to bridge their loneliness, to create to face the challenges. But how do you overcome everyday challenges? I would like to bring families together, families divided by the search for a future. I still hope in this dream.
La speranza è un dono.
Hope is a gift, and as such, it is passed on to whoever we meet along the way. After 150 years since the first missionary expedition, today there are thousands of Salesians in mission territories across all continents. There, they continue to proclaim the good news, the Evangelion of Jesus and his gospel, because we are all called to give an account of the hope that is in us, as St. Peter reminds us in his letters. If we were to look for human answers disconnected from faith by acting as if we were the only ones responsible for what we are doing, we would get nowhere.
Non riusciremmo a vivere.
We would not be able to live amidst suffering, despair, hunger, death, child soldiers, exploited, raped, and abandoned women. It is there that we must bring the hope of Christ,
L'unico che ci dà
the only kind that also gives us the strength to go on. All this requires the courage to be oneself, to recognize one's identity in God's gift, and to invest one's energies in a specific responsibility, aware of the fact that what has been entrusted to us is not ours. We are working for the kingdom of God. Courage and patience.
Do what you can. God will do what we cannot do.
This is one of the pieces of advice Don Bosco left to his first missionaries, and now, as then, to live in hope. But not only that, Don Bosco also offers us a lifelong way for living hope, and he does so in the dream of the 10 diamonds. Hope, together with the depth of contemplation, the joy of vocation, the enthusiasm and optimism that only faith can nurture, infuses the Salesian with the courage of initiative. A courage, however, that requires patience. Patience is needed to work. A virtue so rare in our age, yet so important. Everything to grow needs time, and time holds hope. Just as the farmer sows and knows how to wait for the sown seed to grow and bear fruit, in the same way we must sow, wait, and act. There, in that industrious waiting, hope begins. Whoever waits, whoever has hope, has patience. Whoever has hope becomes capable of enduring, of supporting from below all the situations that life presents.
Però qual è questa speranza?
Dove trovo la forza?
What am I cling to?
كيف بدي أعمل؟ Come faccio ad andare avanti؟
وين بدي الاقي مساعدة؟
إذا هذا مش حواليا، إذا هذا مش تفاؤل، شو بيكون يعني؟
¿De dónde viene esta esperanza?
Hope is Christ. He is the center of our life and the life of the world. No one can separate us from Christ, for it is Him that we want and must cling, be anchored to. Christ is the anchor of hope who carries the sufferings and wounds of humanity on the cross to lead them to the Father. But how can you be on a journey while remaining anchored? When you are worried about a child who can't find a job, pregnant, or a person who has just got divorced and doesn't know how to move on. About that boy who gambles, about the person who drinks and can't stop, about the neighbor who has taken his own life, about those children who have lost their mother. Hope is not a leap upwards, does not propose mounting a rocket that leaves the earth behind and flies off into space, disregarding the road, the dust of the path, nor does it leave mid-ocean without us. The anchor weighs you down, restrains you, fixes you in place. And if you are in this situation, you want to get out of it, not get crushed by it. God has made us a promise, and He intends to keep it. That is why He has given us Christ, our anchor of salvation, so that we may remain fixed to eternity even while living our time, crossing the sea of our days, with all that will be every day, looking to heaven, yet with feet firmly planted on the ground. And the journey is long, adventurous, at times beautiful, pleasant. You discover unexplored lands, panoramas, sunrises, sunsets. You relax in the calmness of the sea, fret in the storm. But go on, ever onwards, and build a trail behind you, a path strewn with many, many stops. Christ attaches man to God and gives us the hope that we need, that the world needs, that makes us pilgrims, that sets us in motion, and that makes us walk. Hope does not disappoint, leaves us, but because it is Christ.
Hope in the Lord. Be strong. Hope in the Lord, be strong. Let your heart be refreshed, and hope in the Lord.
Thank you, Father Stefano, for showing us that hope has many faces. And for me, as a young person myself, hope is not just a word anymore. It is something that is alive and well, helping and guiding people all around the world. How about you, Hannah?
So sometimes, as my experience to myself, that I might lose my hope, but as an anchor, I to become the strength to aspire more on doing something good.
Wow, Hannah, that is such a
Mhm.
beautiful
إن
experience.
ليه
I've been sharing of you.
holiday patruma.
As for me, as a young at heart, I believe some of us who are watching here are young at heart, and I am one of them. But I believe as I'm a proud graduate of the Salesian Sisters, and by the fact that I am still here right now serving the young people, I feel that my life has always been anchored on hope. Perfect, but by the fact that I'm still here, it means that Don Bosco and Mama Mary is really guiding me all throughout this year, especially now that I'm already a lawyer, and yet I'm here serving the young people still. So thank you to the Salesians of Don Bosco, and to the FMA, and all the members of the Salesian family. There will always be hope. So with that, before I cry, and we would like to invite all those who are in the Zoom or watching us right now to also share your the video. Were you inspired? Your experience as well, your current situation right now. And I know that the Strena is really so powerful that it will be our guide for this year. So it's really perfect, actually, right, guys? So you can share your thoughts in the comment section, and we will try to read them one by one. And so also that other members of the Salesian family will be able to see it and then share also their thoughts about it. And who knows, you can also be friends with them later on, right? But before anything else, so since it was really like a bit heavy but hopeful, and we are really like inspired right now, let's do some shout out first. So, okay, ready for a shout out, guys? Okay, ready? Say hey, hey, hey in the comment section also, and your thoughts. Okay, shout out to Ko Shine, who is greetings from Myanmar.
Hey, hey, hey. From Auxilium, Myanmar.
From Pedro Sachitula, Greetings from Port Moresby, SDVs and missionary sisters of Mary Help of Christians. Thank you for hosting and keeping the Salesian spirit alive in our region.
Wow! Shout out to Ate Lian, Father Godot, and Father Andy Wong of FIS, the south of the Philippines.
Shout out. Greetings from the Salesian sisters from the East Timor.
To Jessica Zabala, good evening.
Good evening. Wow! Good evening. Shout out also and good evening, Sister Alice Fulgencio, FMA. Hi, Sister Alice. Greetings. She said, greetings from the Salesian family representatives in Papua New Guinea, gathered at the SDB Provincial House, and they're all there. Shout out to the SDB, to the CSJ, to the ADMA, Salesian cooperators, and the past pupils who are watching us right now. Thank you so much for supporting this event.
This year, we give a highlight to the Salesian mission of hope and accompaniment, as embodied in the Strena 2025, anchored in hope, pilgrims with young people.
And speaking of young people, we invited a few young people from Myanmar, Japan, Korea, the Philippines, and shared with us a glimpse of the real-life situation of the young people in their respective countries.
Let us listen to each one of them as they share how they face the challenges in their everyday lives by showing to us that if we remain hopeful and we trust God, we shall overcome every difficulties that we encounter. Since they will be sharing with us how their current situation. So this is really very interesting actually. So we would like one of you to, as we present to you these young people from Japan, the Philippines, South Korea, Myanmar, and Vietnam. So for our first video, we shall be watching a sharing from young people from Japan. So let's watch this.
I will learn from the group discussion and assembly. Discussing dream with people from all over the world helped me to have a new perspective, not only of my own dream for the future, but also of dream for society and dream that God has for me. During the discussion, I was able to hear their dreams for the future, SYM, and social problems that each country are faces. And I was able to look at dreams from different angles. During 4 days of discussion and assembly, there were some difficulties, such as and the consolidation of opinions. However, even in today's society, where it is hard to find a common dream, we were able to find it through the discussions. It was a good experience for me to learn the difficulties and importance of taking time to exchange opinions and build consensus with people from all over the world.
Not only during the meetings, but also during meals and free time, we had many opportunities to interact with young people from other countries. We talk about the differences in the religious perspective of each country and how the Salesian youth movement works in their nations. Although the situations in each country are different, I felt a shared attitude among young people. Each of them thinks about the role of SYM can play in addressing the challenges they face. One of the most memorable experiences during this synod was meeting the former lector major and Health and Nurse Ultimate. Throughout this event, He spent all his time with the young people, and no matter when we approached him, he always willing to take pictures. His dedication to engaging with the young people was truly reminiscent of Don Bosco himself.
I explain some of the impressive things during the Salesian Youth Synod. The summer in Italy was very hot, and there was no air conditioning, especially in Baldoco, where we stayed on the first day. It was almost 40 degrees Celsius at night. 4 of us stayed in the same room, but there was only one small fan, and we almost got heat stroke. The meeting in Colle was very long and exhausting. However, we could spend the time energetically. Before every meeting, we sang and danced with the theme song of Salesian Youth Synod. It was the moment when everyone's hearts were united. After the meeting, everyone played loud music and danced until midnight. It was as if Don Bosco was present with us.
Throughout the discussion, we were able to reaffirm the joy of the Salesian family and sharing our joys and sorrows as we shared the difficulties we each face, while the dreams differ greatly depending on the environment in which each of us finds ourselves. In particular, the discussion about what we expect from the Salesian family in the future and our dreams for the Salesian youth movement was a very good sharing session. In my group, many people expressed their desire for the Salesian youth movement to be open to society. I personally hope it will become a place where each young person living in their own environment can share the joy of meeting God. I feel that young people, especially in Japan, have limited opportunities to meet God. I believe that what we should aim to do as members of the Salesian family is to show God's love through loving words and actions in our daily lives, to remember what we have shared with our fellow Salesian family members from all over the world, to pray for them, and to spread God's love from our close places.
Thank you for the insightful experiences from the youth of Japan. And now, the Philippines. In the face of the disaster and devastation of the Typhoon Christine, it is easy to lose resilience and hope that lies within us. But this video shares stories of hope and courage from those who have weathered life's greatest storms. Let's watch.
Si Mark Ingero, isang estudyante ng Wellness Training Center of Naga City, Camarines, Bicol Region, Philippines. Isang residente ng Kamaligan, isa po kami sa naapektuhan ng bagyong Christine.
Wala kang yan. Dahil pasok. Warga niya, termasok. Ito mahiwal dari baday.
Upang umapot ang tubig sa ilog Kamaligan River ng barangay. Dahil dito, mabilis pong tumaas ang tubig at biglaan ang mga pangyayari. Hindi na po namin nagawang maisalba ang karamihan sa aming mga kagamitan at ari-arian. Kabila ng takot at pangamba, nagpasalamat kami na mayroon kaming maliit na second floor sa aming bahay. Na siyang nagsilbing ligtas ng lugar sa gitna ng
ขึ้นมาเร็วมาก
Dito po kami nagpansamantalang nanirahan. Hinihintay lang humupa ang baha. Tumagal po ng ilang araw bago bumaba ang tubig.
โชคดีที่เรามีชั้น2ของบ้านก็เลยอยู่ข้างบนบ้านนั้นเป็นเวลาหลายวันเป็นอาทิตย์
Napakahirap po ng aming dinatnan.
และพร้อมกับน้ำท่วมนั้นก็คือขยะต่างๆที่มันมากมายอะไรทีเดียวนะ บ้านของเราก็ดูเหมือนว่าไม่ใช่เป็นบ้านเสียแล้วมันเป็นอะไรที่เจ็บปวดมากแม้แต่สัตว์เลี้ยงก็เสียชีวิตไปดังนั้นก็ได้เราก็ไว้วางใจในพระเมตตาของพระองค์แล้วก็ช่วยกันและกันเพื่อจะได้ลุกขึ้นนะครับมีเพื่อนบ้านที่ช่วยเหลือกันมาทำให้เราได้สามารถลุกขึ้นจากความยากลำบากเหล่านั้น
Sa gitna ng kahirapan, natututo ang tao ng katapangan at kakayahan.
ท่ามกลางความยากลำบากเราก็สามารถเรียนรู้ว่าจะทำยังไงเพื่อจะได้แก้ไขปัญหาแล้วก็ลุกขึ้นเสียใหม่จากเหตุการณ์ที่เลวร้ายปัญหาก็ไม่ใช่ถาวรดังเช่นพายุสิ่งที่สำคัญก็คือความหมั่นเพียรและก็ความ
ay nagpapaalala sa atin na ang bawat bagyo, literal man o hindi, ay
เหตุ
pagkakataon
การณ์ของพายุนั้นได้สอนให้เรามีจิตใจเข้มแข็งสู้กับเหตุการณ์ที่ยาวนานและยากลำบาก
ay nanatiling isang makapangyarihang pwersa. At huwag natin kakalimutan na manalangin
และแน่นอนเราต้องไม่ลืมที่จะไว้วางใจพระเจ้าและก็สวดภาวนาบ่อยๆนะฉันเป็นนักเรียนของศูนย์อยู่ของดอมบอสโก
Thank you for sharing your stories of hope of disaster.
ขอบคุณที่ได้แบ่งปันเรื่องราวตอนกลางที่เกี่ยวข้องกับความหวังต่อไปก็เป็นการแบ่งปันจากเกาหลี
Once again, South Korea.
ก็อาจจะมีเรื่องราวการฆ่าตัวเองในเรื่องเหล่านี้
Hello, my name is
Halo
Helen
semuanya,
John, and I live
nama
in
saya
Seoul,
Harin
South
John.
Korea.
Saya tinggal di Seoul.
When
Seoul,
you
Korea.
Saat
Korea.
melanjutkan Korea, Anda mungkin
advanced technology. I am proud of my country with its rich cultural heritage
ภูมิใจในประเทศของฉัน และก็ในสถานการณ์เศรษฐกิจก็ที่ดีแต่ในเวลาเดียวกันก็มีอะไรที่มืดอยู่ในจิตใจ
South Korea has the highest suicide rate among OECD countries.
ณขณะนี้เกาหลีก็มีสถิติสูงสุดในประเทศเอเชียนี้เกี่ยวกับการฆ่าตนเองและยังมีหลายต่อหลายคนที่คิดจะฆ่าตนเอง
In high school students, it's even higher, 50%. Suicide is the leading cause of death for young people in South Korea. This is a
การฆ่า
crisis
ตัว
that
ตาย
affects
เป็นเหตุการณ์ที่เกิดขึ้นกับบรรดาเยาวชนอย่างกว้างขวาง
almost 36% of
การ
all
อยู่โด
households
ดเดี่ยว
in
แล้วก็
Korea.
ความกดดันทางสังคม ก็ทำให้
We even have a term "kodoksa" death, where a person dies alone without anyone noticing, often for a very long time after death. Technology has made it easier than ever to live in isolation, and after COVID, loneliness is becoming an epidemic.
เทคโนโลยีก็ทำให้หลายต่อหลายคนอยู่โดดเดี่ยว แล้วก็บางคนยังเสียชีวิตโดยที่ไม่มีใครรู้ แล้วก็มารู้ภายหลังหลายวันหลังจากที่เสียชีวิตไปแล้ว
At a young age, we are told that our worth is defined by these external measures of success. This constant pressure pushes
สัง
many
คมก็มีความหวังสูงทำให้บรรดาเยาวชนถูกกดดัน เมื่อไม่สามารถที่จะทำอย่างที่คนอื่นหวังไว้โดยเฉพาะผู้ใหญ่หรือว่าสังคมไม่สามารถที่จะล้มเหลวได้
What made all the difference was not getting a good grade, getting into a good school, losing weight, or any kind of success. It was a loving community. The religious brothers and
การ
sisters
ที่
and other members
มี
of the community
หมู่คณะที่มีความรักก็เป็นสาเหตุทำให้ฉันสามารถชนะความผิดหวังได้
It was a place
เพ
where
ราะ
I
เขา
could
รัก
express
ฉัน
myself to anyone.
โดยที่
They
ไม่มี
reminded
เงื่อน
me
ไข
that I was loved simply for who I am. This
ห
is
มู่
the
คณะ
power of
นั้น
community.
นะฮะทำให้ฉัน
Then, in
เข้า
Summer's
ใจ
healing,
ว่า
I came to realize
อะไร
as
ที่
Christians, we are called
เป็น
to
ความ
walk
รัก
together,
แท้
to walk
และใน
together,
ฐานะเป็น
share
คริส
each
ตชน
other's burdens,
เราก็ต้อง
and
ดำเนิน
offer
ชีวิต
support.
เป็นหนึ่งเดียวกัน
We were not
นะ
meant to walk this journey alone. I moved from
เรา
being a mere
ไม่
recipient
จำ
of
เป็นต้อง
love
เดินใน
to
โลก
becoming
นี้
a
เพียงคนเดียว
protagonist, learning to offer hope.
แต่เราก็ต้องพยายามที่จะ
So how can we
ช่วย
support
เหลือ
our
ผู้
own
อื่น
hope
ให้
today?
มีความหวังเราจะทำยังไงเพื่อจะได้ช่วยเหลือผู้อื่นได้
Relationships and loving
ก็ขอให้
communities.
เราได้ปฏิสัมพัน
Salesian
ธ์
family
กับ
excels
พวก
in
เขา
welcoming youth,
ครอบครัว
providing
เซ
safe
เซียน
spaces where they can
ก็
be
มี
vulnerable, find
วิธี
support,
การ
and
เพื่อ
be
จะ
seen
ได้
as valid.
ให้ความช่วยเหลือ
Salesians
การ
don't
ค้ำจุน
just give guidance. They share life with the young, offering them a true sense of belonging in
บรร
Christ.
ดา เซเซียน ก็
Moreover,
ดำเนิน
we
ชี
should
วิต
promote
พร้อม
the
กับบรรดาเยาว
of
ชน
medical treatment. While faith
ยังไง
and
ก็ตาม
community
เรา
are
ก็ต้อง
vital,
ไม่มอง
still
ข้าม
medical care is also
การ
crucial.
รักษา
As a doctor and
ทาง วิท
medical
ยาศาสตร์
practitioner struggling with mental health issues to consult a medical professional. Just as you go to a doctor for physical illness, mental health should be treated with the same level of care and attention. If one treatment doesn't work, keep searching for what does work. Seeking help is not a sign of weakness. It is an act of
การ
courage.
ที่ขอความช่วยเหลือไม่ใช่เป็น
I
ควา
want
ม
to remind you
อ่อนแอ
that this issue is not unique to South Korea. It is a global crisis. Every day,
เหตุ
lives
การณ์
are
นี้
lost to suicide all over the
นะ
world.
เคสเหล่านี้ของบรรดาเยาวชนที่ฆ่าตัวตาย ไม่ใช่เป็นปัญหาของเกาหลีเท่านั้น แต่ว่ากำลังแพร่หลายไปในที่อื่น ๆ ในโลกของเรา
Now is the
ส
time
ถิ
for
ติ
action.
นั้นก็
In this
ทุก
journey
ๆ วัน
together,
มี 7 คนที่ฆ่าตัวตาย
let us walk
ทั่วโล
together
ก
toward a future filled with hope.
ก็ให้เราเดินต่อไปด้วยความหวัง
As Salesians have
ก็
done
ให้
for
เรา
many years,
ช่วยเหลือกันและ
we
กัน
share in the joy of Christ's resurrection.
บรรดาเซเซียนก็ทำเรื่องนี้
Be the change the world
ก็ให้เรา
desperately needs.
เดินพร้อมกัน เพื่อจะได้แก้ไขปัญหาต่าง ๆ ในโลกของเราโดยเฉพาะในโลกเยาวชนขอบคุณเก่งมากนะฮะคนที่มาจากเกาหลีพูดภาษาอังกฤษ
much for that
แจ๋ว
very deep sharing, very an eye-opener sharing of the reality that is happening also in South Korea. But at the same time, thank you for that for telling us that there is hope. And we, the Salesian family, are here, I know, to help each one of us, the young people, to overcome this kind of something heavy in a way that we are all experiencing. I mean, some of us all over the world, actually. So we keep praying for each one of us with this kind, for those who are experiencing this kind of
ก็ให้เราภาวนากันและกันนะฮะแล้วก็พยายามที่จะเป็นพลังให้แก่กันและกัน
we shall now present to you the
ต่อไปคนที่จะมาแบ่งปันต่อไปก็คือมาจากเมียนมา
how the Salesian sisters has helped her in overcoming her
ก็จะ
challenge.
แบ่งปันว่าคณะซิสเตอร์เซเซียนที่เมียนมาได้ช่วยเหลือเขานะฟันฝ่านะท้าทายสิ่งท้าทายในชีวิตของเขา
Halo semuanya, saya
Itu
Ayumi,
kon.
sekolah suster Salesian dan sekaligus juga anak muda.
Now, I would like to share about our hope as young people in Myanmar. In this crucial situation, ways to realize our dreams. Before 2021, there were a number of ways to improve our life, and we had chances to choose the best education for us. Unfortunately, most of us lost our education and our hope in 2021. We
ใน
couldn't
ปี
continue
2021 นั่นนะความหวังของเราก็คืออยู่ที่การศึกษา แต่เนื่องจากเหตุการณ์ที่เกิดขึ้นใน 2021 นั้นเราก็สูญเสียการศึกษา แล้วก็ยากลำบากในการทำธุรกิจ แล้วก็แม้แต่ในการดำเนินชีวิตในครอบครัวก็มีความยากลำบาก
We all are depressed and we felt
ทุกคนก็รู้สึกเศร้า
spent a lot of time trying to figure out what would work for us.
Kami sangat tertekan dan
เรา
merasa
จะ
putus
ทำยัง
asa.
ไงเพื่อจะได้แก้ไขปัญหาที่เราเผชิญอยู่ณขณะนั้น
We want to help our people to be safe
Tetapi
and to
waktu berlalu
enjoy
dan
in a
kami
better
tidak
ตอน
life.
นั้นสถานการณ์ต่างๆ เหล่านี้ด้วยความช่วยเหลือของคณะซิสเตอร์ แล้วก็ไปเยี่ยมเยียนบ้านต่างๆ โดยเฉพาะคนที่เผชิญกับความยากลำบากมากกว่า แล้วก็ให้ความช่วยเหลือในการเล่าเรียนในการศึกษา
But we don't behave like easygoing persons. We all are finding the better ways to improve our life by praying to God. By living in
ก็
a
ตามเราก็ด้วยการภาวนา แล้วก็พยายามที่จะหาวิธีการเพื่อจะได้ทำให้ชีวิตของเรานั้นดีขึ้น เพื่อจะได้สามารถบรรลุถึงเป้าหมายต่างๆของเราโดยเฉพาะในการศึกษาเล่าเรียน
However, people say that every cloud has a silver lining. And with the help of the Salesian sisters, I got an unexpected opportunity to continue and
โดย
to
การช่วยเห
uphold
ลือของคณะซิสเตอร์เซเซียนนั่นนะก็สามารถได้เดินต่อไปในสิ่งต่างๆที่ฉันต้องการ
my hope is
แล้วก็
an
ถึง
effective
แม้
teacher who can support the social
อยาก
emotional
จะเป็น
and
ครูที่มีประสิทธิภาพและประสิทธิผล
even though I am
แต่คณะซิสเตอร์เซเซียนก็ได้ช่วยฉันอย่างมากทีเดียว
a big family program which became the cause for the separation of my parents. You can
ก็
imagine
ได้ครอบครัวก็ประสบปัญหาในที่พ่อแม่ก็ได้แยกจากได้แยกทางกัน
upset and I didn't want
ก็
to
ทำให้ฉันก็รู้สึกเศร้าและก็
never let
ไม่สบายใจอย่างยิ่ง
away again.
ยังไงก็ตามก็ไม่ได้สูญเสียความหวังเราพยายามที่จะปลุกจิตตนเอง ที่จะเดินต่อไป
For my daily tasks and for my
ด้วยความขยันขันแข็ง
I believe that
และเพื่ออนาคตของฉัน
help me and guide me.
Hampir
So
kata
I will continue
mara maksimal
my
na
hope
เชื่ออย่างยิ่งว่าพระเจ้าช่วยเหลือฉันเสมอ
better environment for the children, those who are disadvantaged and
kata kani
vulnerable.
Asia Companya.
Thank you.
ฉันตั้งใจที่จะช่วยเหลือคนที่มีความต้องการมากกว่า
E Esperança. Obrigado.
โดยเฉพาะอย่างยิ่งที่อยู่ชายขอบสังคม
Thank you, Myanmar. Oh,
ขอบคุณ
lastly,
เมียนมา
our video for the Vietnam. Let us all watch again Vietnam.
ต่อไปเขาเป็นวิดีโอคลิปจากเวียดนามเยาวชนจากเวียดนาม
Hello everyone, I'm Peter Nguyen Viet Trung. I live in Ho Chi Minh City, Vietnam. I would like to share some feedback. I lost my sight at the
ก็
age
จะว่า
of
พิการทางสายตานะครับ ก็สูญเสียสายตานั้นเมื่ออายุ 17 ปี
1997. It was a
1997
terrible time of my life. Everything
ก็
around
เป็นช่วงเวลาที่ย่ำแย่มากในชีวิตฉัน
by the darkness of sadness and disappointment.
ที่
Fortunately,
มืดบอดทุกอย่าง
a holy blessing led me to
กระทั่ง
meet
2003
a former Don Bosco brother who was the father and operator of Tianan a shelter for youth with vision
ความหวัง
impairment.
ก็เข้ามาที่มีคุณพ่อเซเซียนคนหนึ่ง
became visually
หรือ
impaired
ว่า
after traffic accident, and he has taught me a lot and inspired me greatly.
ที่
Thanks
เคย
his
เป็นเซ
help,
เซียนนั่นน่ะก็ได้นำความหวังมาสู่ชีวิต
going
นะ
to university
ถึงแม้เขาก็
was a new chapter
อ่า
in my life.
มองไม่เห็นเช่นเดียวกัน
Person
แต่ก็ได้ดลใจฉัน
nothing left
ได้ดลใจผมให้
step by step.
สามารถ
Graduated from
เรียนต่อไปนะ
complete
แล้วก็ฉัน
of
ผมก็
education
ได้
from
ได้
Australia.
เรียนเป็นครู
Became a teacher and a trainer and the leader of a small enterprise. I got married in 2010 and have 2
ใน
children.
2010 ก็ได้แต่งงานก็มีลูก2 คน
Peaceful family and a
ก็
stable
มี
life.
ครอบครัวที่
This is not a
เข้ม
right
แข็ง
time for me to tell you the whole story of my life. But I hope through this short talk I could share some of my experiences of
ก็อยากจะแบ่งปันประสบการณ์สั้นๆในครั้งนี้
for me.
ก็คงไม่สามารถที่จะเล่าเรื่องทั้งหมด
Who has brought the wonders to me beyond
เป็นพระ
any
เจ้า
way,
ที่ได้นำสิ่งดีๆต่างๆ มาสู่ชีวิตฉัน
in spite of many times I have lost faith in Him.
ถึงแม้
I know
ในหลายๆ ครั้ง
always watches
ผมก็เหมือนกับว่า
me
สูญเสียความเชื่อในพระเจ้า
and you are the
แต่ว่า
I'm really
ต่อมา
moved by the
ก็ได้ส
message
ติขึ้นมา
Pope Francis has shared many times.
สารต่างๆที่ได้ฟังจาก
It by
พระ
difficult
สันตะวาฟรานซิส
dream
ก็
big and
ได้ดล
not
ใจฉันอย่างดี
courage.
โดยเฉพาะอย่างยิ่งการที่ท่านก็เชิญชวนเราให้ฝัน ฝันยิ่งใหญ่ ฝันใหญ่ๆ แล้วก็เดินไปข้างหน้าเสมอ
And sisters, God bless you always.
ขอพระเจ้าอวยพรท่าน
Ako na. Thank you. Thank you for that sharing from Vietnam. We are once again of how hopeful he is despite his somehow special needs in a way. So, okay. Right now, we are supposed to have a roundtable discussion based on our program with the young people, with the young people who are in the videos. But sadly, due to some unforeseen circumstances, they are not here with us. We are not able to join us in this roundtable discussion. Nonetheless, don't be sad
จริง
because
แล้วน่าจะมีการเสวนาโต๊ะกลม แต่เนื่องจากว่าบรรดาเยาวชนเหล่านั้นที่มาแบ่งปันเมื่อกี้เนี่ยนะไม่สามารถที่จะเข้ามาร่วมกับเราได้ก็
of course, there's also
เขาจะ
another young people, young at
มี
heart like me.
แก้ไขสถานการณ์ด้วยการแบ่งปันของ
During at the time, I was
ยูชิโน
serving as like you, as young
จากญี่ปุ่น แล้วก็
young youth of
จาก
back in the day. So we have also Miss Leia Dasigan, and we are
ก็
graced
เลียดซิกันที่จะมาแบ่งปันประสบการณ์ด้วย
from Japan. So we
ก็
shall
จะมี
see
สอง
them right
ท่าน
now.
นี้ที่จะมา
To wait.
อ่า
In
เส
the
วนา
meantime, you can
โต๊ะ
also
กลุ่ม
share your thoughts in the comment section. All right. So Nel, how are you?
I'm doing good.
Are you enjoying?
Yes.
What about you, Hannah?
I'm doing good also.
Okay, so feel free also to still put your comments. The members of the Salesian family can take part in this discussion as well. So while we wait for there, okay, can you see them? Hi, Leia. Hi, Yoshino. Yoshino.
Hi.
Okay.
Hello.
Hi,
Hello,
Leia. Can you hear
everyone.
us?
Yeah, I can hear you very well, and I hope you can hear me
Okay, can
clearly
you
too.
speak louder?
Yeah,
Because,
I hope you
all
can
right.
hear me too. Yeah. So yeah, good evening, everyone. No, for those who are in
สวัสดี
Asia,
ครับ
for all of
ทุก
us
ค
who
น
are from Asia, good evening, and
คนที่ใส่แว่นก็คือเล
for
อะ
those who are on the other side of the world.
ส่วนข้างล่างก็
Yeah, it's a
เป็นยู
blessing
ชิโน
to
อาริตาจากญี่ปุ่น
part of this online gathering right now. So
ก็จะ
I
ว่า
am
เล
once
อะ
again
เขามาจากฟิลิปปินส์นะครับ
a Salesian youth from Manila in the Philippines. And
จากมะ
yeah,
นิ
I
ลา
still call myself a Salesian youth because once you are part of the Salesian family, you are always young at heart. Sorry, I know I have to speak a little slowly. I'm just a bit excited but nervous at the same
All
time.
right.
So I can relate to what the MCs are feeling, right? Especially,
So
it's also
excited.
my first time here to be part of the Salesian family spiritual gathering. So I am blessed to be part of this encounter and yeah, being in solidarity, or better word I guess is synodality. Nothing can keep us apart anymore. So even if we're distances apart, we are from different countries, we can be one in God right now.
เราสามารถเป็นหนึ่งเดียวกันได้ถึงแม้เราก็อยู่ในหลาย ๆ ประเทศด้วยกัน แต่ก็เนื่องจากเทคโนโลยีก็ทำให้เราอยู่ด้วยกันได้
I guess God
นะ
has
ครั
a
บ
better plan for us. Something happens. We cannot avoid inconveniences or surprises, but it's still a beautiful encounter to be enriched and to be filled with God's hope again because of the many things that we have been hearing since earlier, and we have been watching about the Shena and about this invitation for us to hope in this very, very challenging time in our world. Yeah, I think all of us can relate. And like what the MC said earlier, hope as a theme of our journey as a church and as a Salvation family is very fitting, very relevant, because it's just so difficult to hope nowadays. But thanks to the message from the Holy Father, Pope Francis, and even the Strena for us in the Salvation family, we are being re-energized. The light of hope is being reignited all the more in our hearts, and it makes me, and I believe all of us, it makes us continue to hold on to that spirit of hope, because our hope is not something that is shallow, but this hope comes from our faith in God, just like um, Father
ความ
Stefano
หวังของ
mentioned
เรา
a moment
เนี่ย
ago.
ไม่ใช่เป็นความหวังตื้น ๆ เพราะว่าความหวังนั้นอยู่บนพื้นฐานของความเชื่อในพระเจ้า
Hope is not something that removes our worries, but it is a certainty that something has meaning beyond the outcome.
ความหวังนั้นไม่ได้ลบล้างความกังวลต่าง ๆ มันยากที่จะหวัง
It's hard to be hopeful when we are not in control. Now, personally, when I feel that I am not in control of things that are happening
มัน
in my
ยาก
life,
ที่จะหวังเมื่อเราไม่สามารถจัดการสิ่งต่าง ๆ ได้
in the political arena and in the
แต่
global
ใน
scene,
ความเป็นจริงนะ
we are
ความ
being
หวังนั้น
reminded that hope dwells as the desire and
อยู่เหนื
expectation
อ
of
กว่า
good things to come.
การที่เราสามารถ
Because we know that darkness is not the end.
ให้สิ่งต่าง ๆ อยู่ในการควบคุมของเรา
There is always resurrection
นะ
after all this suffering. So this is one of the things that I have learned, my takeaway from the video about the strength. And it is also manifested through the sharing of the young
เขา
people
แบ่ง
that
ปั
we
น
have
นะฮะสิ่งที่เขาได้เรียนรู้จากการแบ่งปัน5 คนนั้นที่5 คนมาแบ่งปันเมื่อกี้นี้นะ
enables us and empowers us to do something, to act together, to stand and not stay in, in our comfort zones. This is what I have also seen from the sharing of the different young people. It's just quite sad that they are not all of them are with us right now. But good thing, thanks be to God, we have Yoshino here. to share with us tonight. So I
We are
think
not
you
like
should
zero actually.
Yes.
Because, yeah, welcome Yoshino
Welcome.
Arita.
Yes.
Hello, can you hear us? Would you like to
Bem-vinda,
share?
Yes.
Yoshina Arena. E Mezarerona, discussão Mezarerona, Irene.
I believe you can share more about the theme of hope, being a young person yourself. Yes.
Okay. Yeah, when I become a university student, I felt somewhat alone because my junior high and junior high school is a Salesian school and my university was not. So but then I came across the Salesian youth movement and began to do various activities with the young people gathered under Don Bosco. And in the activities of the SYM, I was able to think about my vocation and encounter God through working for someone else. So I think God gave me hope in the form of SYM. So fulfilling my calling
ตอน
is
ที่มาพูดประสบการณ์เป็นสมาชิกในกระบวนการไซเซียนเยาวชนไซเซียนก็ทำให้เขาได้
the path of vocation with me.
เป็นความหมายของชีวิตถึงแม้เขาก็อยู่ในมหาวิทยาลัยที่ไม่ได้อยู่ในการดูแลของไซเซียน
Thank you very much.
แต่ก็ด้วยกลุ่มกระบวนการเยาวชนไซเซียนนี่เขาก็หวังอย่างยิ่งว่าจะสามารถที่จะนำแสงสว่างหรือว่าความดีให้กับแบ่งปันความดีความหวังให้กับผู้อื่นด้วยนะครับ
More inspired now to become better, to have to hope. What else?
Yeah, I believe if we want to remain hopeful, we will just need to rely on the young people and to trust in their capacities. Like Yoshino, your co-MCs there, because their energies, their creativity, and their passion to make a change that will bring about something better, and step by step, we know that there's still a better future awaiting us, even if we are surrounded with a lot of sufferings, difficulties, challenges, and even division around us.
We are grateful for. So thank you once again, and to all those who left comments, thank you so much for this
ขอบคุณ
sharing
ทุก
the
ท่าน
cup of
ที่
stories of
ได้
hope
แบ่งปัน
and faith. All right. Okay.
Right
Right now, Hannah,
Studia Esperanza Linian.
at this juncture, Hannah, you would like to what? Present? Okay, we would like to present to you the group from another group from the Salesian family for us to get to know them.
ไปก็เป็นการเสนออีกกลุ่มหนึ่งในครอบครัวเซเซียนนั่นก็คือกอนดอนบอสโก
Also known as the Men Volunteers of Don Bosco,
หรือว่าเป็นอาสาสมัครพ่อบอสโก
To get to know more about them
กลุ่มชาย
in this video.
นะ
Once again, the Con Don Bosco.
สุภาพบุรุษที่เป็นอาสาสมัครของพ่อบอสโกและนี่คือวิดีโอคลิปของพวกเขา มีตัวย่อว่า CDB กอนดอนบอสโกพร้อมกับคุณพ่อบอสโกก็จะเรียกในภาษาศาสนาจักรก็เป็นสถาบันชายในภาษาศาสนาจักรดำเนินชีวิตก็จะเรียกตามแนวทางของพระศาสนาจักรเรารักพระศาสนาจักรและพระสันตป่าที่มาของ CDB ในหนึ่ง 1980 ก็กลุ่มชายจากประเทศต่างๆ4ประเทศนะโดยการนำของพระจิตเจ้าก็ได้มารวมกันและอัครธิการวิกาโนก็ได้เห็นนะกลุ่มนี้และความกระตือรือร้นของพวกเขาใน1994ในวันฉลองพระนามพระแม่มารีเขาก็ได้เริ่มนะอาสาสมัครของพ่อบอสโกนี้แล้วก็ปฏิญาณนะฮะสินบน3 ประการความยากจนความบริสุทธิ์ความนอบน้อมเชื่อฟังกลุ่มนี้จะเป็นสะพานระหว่างความต้องการต่างๆในชีวิตประจำวันภารกิจของกลุ่ม CDB คือการเป็นพยานในภารกิจของพระศาสนาจักรเขาจะเป็นผู้เผยแผ่พระวาจาของพระองค์ด้วยชีวิตกษัตริย์ของเราเป็นของขวัญก็อยู่ในโลกแต่อุทิศถวาย
La comete sebenarnya bangsa tambah
ไว้ภูมิของเซเซียน
lay putih nebe
เราเป็นคารวาสในโลกเรารักโลกและผู้คนในช่วงเวลาของเราการเป็นเซเซียนเขาเป็นเอกลักษณ์ของเราอยู่ในโลกเราจะทำตนให้เป็นเชื้อแป้งและเป็นเกลือที่ทำให้โลกนั้นมีรสชาติที่ดีนี่คือ CDB ได้อุทิศตนเองในชีวิตคฤหัสถ์ในการเป็นเซเซียน
Maraming salamat po. We are grateful that there are people like you
ขอบคุณทุกท่าน
in the world.
Big thanks to Condon Bosco for helping us and showing us to be the salt and light of the world. Salt
Of the world.
Mm-hmm.
All right. We hope we somehow be able to share with you one of the members of the Salesian family, and who knows, one of you will now join them. And actually, that is the purpose for which we are showing these videos to you, is for you to have somehow an knowledge, because some of us are not that aware that there exists a Condon Bosco. So hopefully
เราก็ไม่รู้ว่ามันมีกลุ่มชายที่ได้อุทิศตนนะเป็นคฤหัสถ์ในโลกแต่ได้อุทิศถวายตนเองถวายสินบน
Can we hear hey, hey, hey? All right, okay.
Everyone seems to be awake here
Yeah,
in our
can you
studio.
do a shout out in the comment section that you are still there with us right now? Okay, let's do some shout outs once again, because there are a lot of people who wants to be recognized as well. Yes. Okay, let's start with, this is actually my teacher in grade 1 in Filipino. Shout out to Sister Mabel Pilar, FMA. Greetings from the FMA Novitiate. Hi, Sister Mabel. Okay.
Next, from Ambrose Pereira. Thanks for animating. Yes.
Yay!
From Callistus Caravario I, Happy EAO Salesian Family Spirituality Day. May God bless all Salesian family. Greetings from TLS. Thank you very much for sharing from South Korea Youth.
Wow! Annyeonghaseyo! Okay, again, greetings to Lesman 14. Great sharings and insights. Thank you. Great sharing from South Korea. He is from Singapore. Singapore.
From Father Bobby Rojas.
Hey, Father Bobby.
Greetings from the Provincial House community here in Makati, Philippines. Yeah.
Yay! Woo!
From Mario De Rosario Costa, SDB. The sharing of the young people is very interesting. Thank you.
Shout out to you, Father or Brother Mario. Okay, next is a solution cooperator. I believe from India, Amali is sharing from Vietnam. And the sharing from Vietnam is really animating us. Wow, yeah, it's really inspiring actually.
From Esta Bonita Staycation. Greetings to all of you from Muntinlupa, Philippines. God bless. Great sharing from Naga City, Philippines. And thank you, Yoshino.
Naga,
It was a
Philippines
great
niya.
sharing and God bless.
Wow.
Yun.
And lastly, shout out to Brother Dominic. Hey, from Baldocco, to Italy. Wow. Welcome, brother. And
lastly,
Maria,
from Maria Jodifer, greetings from all of you from Muntinlupa, Philippines. God bless.
woo! And shout out to everybody who are still here right now watching us. And we are thankful that you are with us supporting this event, and we hope to see later on pa. Hang in. Sit tight. To come. Okay, Nel?
As we are about to conclude this meaningful day 1 of the Salesian Family Spirituality Days, as one family, may we invite you to join us in our closing prayer.
Let us now put
เชิญ
ourselves
ชวนทุกคนให้ร่วมภาวนาปิดการชุมนุมในค่ำวันนี้ในพระนามพระบิดาและพระบุตรและพระจิตอาเมน
Lord, give us to all
ข้า
suffering
แต่พระเจ้า
people and to
ขอ
all
พระองค์
youth around the world, a humanity
ประทาน
capable of getting
ความหวังให้กับทุกคนที่
up and walking
ทนทุกข์
once
ทร
more.
มาน
A humanity capable of
และขอให้บรรดาเยาวชนทั่วโลก
and giving
สามารถ
without
ที่
ever
จะ
ceasing
ลุกขึ้น
to smile
และมีความหวัง
because
และ
it
เดิน
is
ต่อไปอีกครั้งหนึ่ง
anchored and sustained
ขอให้มนุษยชาติต้อนรับและประทาน
Saint
การ
John
ยิ้ม
Bosco,
และความรักยังไม่
Mary,
สิ้น
help
สุด
of Christians, pray for us. In the
มา
name
เรียง
of
อุ
the
ปถัมภ์ของ
Father,
คริสต
the
ชน
Son,
ในพระนามพระบิดาและพระบุตรและพระจิตอาเมน
Nel?
It's always been the tradition of every Salesian house, imparted by Don Bosco himself, the Good Night Talk.
Today's Good Night Talk is shared with us by a Salesian Bishop, His Excellency Archbishop Francesco Panfilo, STB, who
Good
is
night ในค่ำวันนี้
assigned at the National Shrine
ก็
of
โดย
Mary Help of Christians
อัครสังฆราช
City, Philippines.
กิติคุณ
He will
นะ
be sharing with us
Francesco Panfilo
the hopes and the young,
แล้วก็จะแบ่งปัน
those who are
เรื่องราว
considered
เรื่องต
least,
่าง
lost, and the
ๆ ที่เกี่ยวข้องกับ
last in today's society.
คำขวัญ
Let us all welcome
ประจำปีจาริกกับเยาวชนอย่างลึกในความหวังขอต้อนรับพระอัครสังฆราชฟรานซิสโกปันเปโลผู้ดูแลพ่อสมัยที่พ่อเรียนปรัชญา
Pope Francis wrote the following words: "Some people do not commit themselves to mission. They think that nothing will change and that it is useless to make the effort." And he adds these other words: "This attitude makes it impossible to be a missionary. It is a self-destructive attitude, for man cannot live without hope. Without hope, life will become meaningless and unbearable." Unquote. From the above statement, it is very clear
เอาข้อความจากสุมนสารของพระสันตะปาปา
undoubtedly the theme of the Strena for the year 2025. While it takes its clue from the Jubilee of Hope,
หมายเลข275
the 150th anniversary of the first Salesian missionary expedition. The theme of the Jubilee year is Pilgrims of Hope, while the theme is Anchored in Hope, Pilgrims with Young People. I would like to make a little comment on this theme of the Strena. With the words Anchored in Hope, the members of the Salesian family are expected to be men and women of deep spirituality, who do not give in to pessimism, fatalism, and mistrust. While with the words pilgrim, the members of the Salesian family are expected not only to go on mission on behalf of young people, but they are expected to be pilgrims of hope together. In the bull of indiction, spes non confundit, hope does not disappoint, Pope Francis reminds us that often we can come across who are discouraged, pessimistic, and cynical about the future, as if nothing could possibly bring them happiness. It is his wish, and I believe it should be also our wish as members of the Salesian family, that the Jubilee may be an opportunity to be renewed in hope. So, there are so many things that we can do during this year 2025. Yes, as mentioned, there are many things that are not all right in the world. But we should not be pessimistic. And above all, we should not be afraid of the unknown or of the future. On the contrary, we should be in the front line and contribute in the mission of the Church and of the Salesian family by giving good example. Therefore, the Holy Father invites each one of us not only to be pilgrims of hope, offering that gift of hope to all, especially to those who need it most. And among those who need it most in the bull spes non confundit, the Pope identified some particular people. For example, the prisoners, the sick at home or in hospitals, the migrants, and among the migrants includes the exiles, displaced persons, refugees, the elderly, and in particular parents and the poor, and obviously the young. Now, concerning the young, Pope Francis wrote, and I quote, "Sadly, they often see their dreams and aspirations frustrated. We must not disappoint them, for the future depends on their enthusiasm. It is good to see the energy they demonstrate, while at the same time, it is sad to see young people who are without hope, face an uncertain future, who lack an employment or job security or realistic prospect after finishing school. Without the hope that their dreams can come true, they will inevitably grow discouraged and listless, escaping into drugs, risk-taking, and the pursuit of momentary pleasure does great harm to them in particular, since it closes them to life and richness, and can lead to depression and unfortunately also to even self-destructive action. So obviously, as members of the Salesian family, it is our pastoral duty to make great efforts to reach out to them. Pope Francis writes, "With renewed passion, let us demonstrate care and concern for adolescents, students, and young couples, the rising generation." And he also adds, "Let us draw close to the young, for they are the joy and hope of the Church and of the world." In presenting the Strenna for the year 2025, the former Rector Major Angel Fernandez Cardinal Artime wrote, and I quote, "Young people have the right to dream of a better tomorrow. They have in their hands the possibility of being born again and always starting over, studying and working to build a future rich in humanity and hope." Unquote. And then the Rector Major, the former Rector Major, concludes the Strenna for 2025 with the following words, and I quote, "In this Jubilee year, as a Salesian family, we want and we must be with young people, so that with them we can give a more credible and attractive witness, perhaps of our poor faith, so that each of us may be able to offer a smile, a small gesture of friendship, a kind look, a ready ear, a good deed, in the knowledge that in the Spirit of Jesus, this can become for those who receive them rich seeds of hope." They might be small things, but they can all be seeds of hope. So my dear members of the Salesian family, may Mary, Mother of the Lord, Mother of the Church, and our help accompany us in this journey together with young people. Good night.
Good night, Father.
Grazie mille, Bishop Panfilo, for that good night talk.
And that's a wrap for day one of the EAO Spirituality Day celebrations. Thank you,
Kapon krap.
Shisheni.
감사합니다.
Arigato gozaimasu.
Maraming salamat.
Come on.
Gracias.
Very much for taking time to join us on mission as one family, united by Don Bosco. Join us again tomorrow, same time, on the second day of the EAO Spirituality Day celebration. Again, I am Nell.
I am Hannah.
And I am Idris.
And this has been
the
5th East Asia Oceania Salesian Family Spirituality Days with Estrena for 2025.
Anchored in hope, pilgrims with young people. Thank you, everyone. See you tomorrow.
God bless.
Hi, Wood. Hi, Milan. Good night, everybody.
ขอบคุณทุกท่านนะครับ แล้วก็ราตรีสวัสดิ์นะครับก็เชิญชวนให้มาร่วมในวันพรุ่งนี้อีกครั้งหนึ่งนะครับวันที่2โครงการชุมนุมเรื่องชีวิตจิตครอบครัวเซเซียนครั้งที่5ในภาค EAO
Wow. Thank you. Thank you so much. Wow.
Thank you very much. Thank you very much.
Wonderful. It's quite long, I know. It's long,
It's
but it's
okay.
interesting.